Are you tired of struggling to capture VR footage without sacrificing visual quality? Well, you're not alone. I know, the challenge of smooth VR recording is very real. But with the tools and the settings that I'm about to show you, you can manage that one as well. So stick around as I walk you through all the precise OBS settings and the tools that you need for a butter smooth VR recording, making your flights in Flight Simulator 2024 unforgettable, and you can show them to your friends or upload them to YouTube, and maybe you will be the next VR streamer on YouTube. Before we continue with the video, a quick heads up. If you're looking to upgrade your VR experience, this might be the headset to beat. It features ultra-sharp 2880 by 2880 resolution per eye, glass aspheric lenses with a large sweet spot, and 35 pixels per degree for incredibly clear vision. You also get a variable refresh rate, manually adjustable IPD from 58 to 72mm, and foveated rendering fixed 2.0 to optimize performance. So if you're coming from a Quest 3 or a Reverb G2 or maybe a Pico 4, this is a serious step up. Don't forget to use my promo code Virtusim at checkout to get 3% off for a new Pimax Crystalite or a Crystal Super. Click the link in the description and let's continue with the video. Okay, first of all you need OBS, that's Open Broadcaster Software. You can get it here at obsproject.com, it's completely free. And you can download here for Windows, Mac or Linux and then install it. I won't go over all this. You're probably here because you already have OBS and you want to know how to record VR in OBS. So let's skip this one and let's go straight to the openXR mirror that we need for OBS. And that is here. This is from Jabba, is the openXR layer OBS mirror. That's the one that I'm using and that many other content creators are using to record VR. So once you come here, scroll down here, you get version 0.25, the latest one. There's also a README file. We'll go over it in a second. So first of all, you click here on latest. This brings you to version 0.25. There are other versions, but those are still in beta, and this is still the latest version from 2023. You come down here and then you download the 0.2.5 zip file, and you will install, unzip it and extract the files through a folder. Maybe it's called Program Files openXR OBS Mirror, something like that. Well, I've put it in a different folder. Now let me show that to you right here, and then bring this one over to the side. So I got it in here, version 2.5, and then here, and then unzipped, you will find a folder called OBS plugin. You got installation, that's a text file. And then install layer, uninstall layer, and then all the other ones. Once we've done that, we come back to the README file. Alright. First of all, let's go back in here. So, we've done that. We've extracted them to the folder. You may need to unblock the files by right-click, Properties, Uncheck, and then check Unblock. So how do we do that? We come back in here, got the install layer, right-click, Properties. It's not in here, that's not in here, it's already unblocked. And then you got the uninstall layer, I will show it to you where it is. Unblock here, you see, and I don't know if it was in here, properties, no, so the uninstall layer, properties, unblock, apply, there you go. And you can do that for all the files, but I unblocked them already, so that's what you have to do. Right, back in here. So that here it says unblock. Now comes the trick. So if you have installed a previous version, you should uninstall that first. Probably haven't. And then to install the OpenXR layer, right-click install and then run with PowerShell. Well, we need the latest version of PowerShell. So where do we get PowerShell? You can get it from Microsoft itself. I will leave all the links in the description below the video. So the easiest and the recommended way to install PowerShell on Windows clients is by using winget. So that's what we're gonna do. Right, good. So how to get it with winget, that's all in here. Let me hide the webcam for a minute. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna right click on your Windows logo at the taskbar and then go to Terminal Admin. Terminal Admin, of course it opens in a different window. Alright, now then we come here, PowerShell. We're gonna click here on copy, come back into the PowerShell, so administrator Windows PowerShell, Control V, paste it, hit enter. I've installed the latest version 7.52.0. If you don't have the latest version, it will start installing it and you're done and you can close PowerShell here. That's it. So now you've installed PowerShell. Now we go back to version 2.5 because there are some important things that you need to know and have to run. Because a lot of people are complaining that they get black screens after installing everything. And the main reason is that it wasn't installed correctly. So, installation issues. Some systems are not set up to enable the user to run PowerShell scripts. If this is the case, then run PowerShell as an administrator. To get the current policy for the current user, run, and then it's this line. So, we come back in here, Terminal Admin, back in here. Now, let's see this list, get execution policy list, copy, paste. Takes a while, here we go. So now it says current user unrestricted and the rest is undefined. So let's see what it says here. So check the value for current user. If it says restricted, if it's not unrestricted, then run the following. So if it says restricted, run this one. Then do the installation. After installation, the running script policy can be reset by using the original value execution policy. So, and then this one, and you go back to restricted. I don't want to do that, I want to keep it unrestricted. So if it says for you restricted, use this one, copy, come in here, paste, enter, and if you want to check, you get this one again, or check this one, and check if it's unrestricted. Yeah. So, if I want to reset it, I'm going to copy, Ctrl V, paste. Now I'm going to check my list, the execution poly list. Now look what it says. Now I'm restricted. I want to go to unrestricted, copy, paste, And I want to check again if everything is correct. I'm unrestricted. So now I can use the PowerShell script commands. Okay, a third program that you need is the openXR Explorer. Also an older program, but you need this one as well to see if you installed the API layers correctly. So you can get this one here and go to the latest version. This is from May 27. Click here and then you can download the Windows or the Linux version, probably using Windows. So download the Windows version and you got the latest openXR Explorer. It's just a little program, a small program, and it looks like this. So let me open that one for you. So this is the openXR Explorer. And as you can see right here in the middle, I have the quad views installed and the openXR toolkit installed. There's no other layers installed. Once we installed the OBS mirror, it will show right here as a third line. So now let's go back to our install layer. That's this one. So we need to install this layer. So first of all, of course, you're gonna check your properties. It's unblocked. Yes, it is unblocked. We have the latest PowerShell. We got the script policies correct. So we're gonna right click and then run with PowerShell. And it will run on my other monitor, but it will go very quick. Open a blue screen and then done. Now once we've done that, we're going back to our openXR Explorer. And it's still not showing. Yeah. But here at the top it says reload runtime data. Boom. There it is. No vendor, openXR, API layer. Now it's set in here. So now that we installed the layer, we also need to install the plugins for OBS. Right. So we come back in here, go to OBS plugin, copy those, go to your OBS Studio. Mine is in Program Files OBS Studio, and then paste them right here, and they will be put in the correct directory. Okay, so we're in the sim, and this is in 2D mode, just the normal view of the sim on your monitor. And this is the kind of view that we want to capture in VR. So now if I'll change this mode to VR, you will see the mirror image on the monitor, and it shows like this. And then I'll have to recenter the toolbar out and make sure that everything is set. All right, so this is the mirror that you will see on your monitor. Now you can stretch this image and then fill out the whole screen to get a 16:9 image or video, but that will cost you a lot of quality of what you're seeing, and that's why we have the openXR mirror. So now if I'm here, let me switch back to OBS. So now I'm going to my VR recording tutorial. So I'm going in here, and you will see that now I'll have basically the same image, but this is in VR, as you can see, right? So now how did I get this image? Well, to do that, you have to click on the properties of the openXR mirror capture. So you come in here, you double click it, you go to the properties, and let's see, that will give you if I can activate this one. Here we go. This will give me something like this. I hope you can see it, but I'm not sure if you can see it. But I think you can. All right. So it's now white, but when you open this in OBS, you will see what is on the screen of your headset, of your VR headset. So what I did, if I'll make this one a little bit bigger, you use the crop top percentage and the crop bottom percentage. So now if I'm gonna lower these settings and then make it normal, you will see, if I get this one out of the way now again, you will see that the image is very large. Now if I'll uncheck this one, you will see it goes all the way from the bottom to the top. If you do this for the first time, let me see, that is the transform, reset transform. It will be as big as this, and depending on your headset, of course, and the resolution that you set. So what you want to do is make sure that the horizon is in the middle. We've got to make sure that we'll match the same width as our canvas. Console. Now let's get the property window in here, and we're gonna crop the top percentage, and this was, I think, 3680 or something like that. And now you'll see that the bottom part is 240 pixels too high. See that? And here you see, oh wait, it's 240 pixels too high. All right, now I'm gonna put the this one a little bit more here. All right, now we're gonna grab the bottom percentage and see what happens. Now it's still too high, but we're gonna slide it down until it fits. And I can see that on the top, still not aligned, but if I align the top here, and now I can fine tune everything until it's correct. And I think we have it now set correct. So 3680 by 2460. We don't need to crop the left and right percentage, because we want to have the wide field of view of this headset, of the headset. Now the complete field of view of one eye. Okay, so I'm click OK here, and so we have now this completely set. And you don't want to change this one anymore, so we're gonna lock it here with the lock. So now we cannot change that image anymore. So now I have this wide field of view, which is basically the same. So I get a warning because I'm recording and having the screen, I think, 4 times now. I have the same field of view as in 2D. As you can see, I'll make it a little bit larger here. We are now choosing the right eye. So your right display that you're looking at in the headset, the right eye, that is what we are seeing here on this window. Okay, that's what we're seeing here. Now if I'll uncheck the right eye, I'm going to the left eye. See what happens? Let me get this one out of the way. You see, now we are more to the left in the cockpit, because we're using the left eye. This will result in that you're seeing more of the door or the window on the left hand side and less of the cockpit. We don't want that, we want to see the whole cockpit. So when you are in an airplane and you are positioned in the left hand seat, you choose the eye that is most to the middle of the cockpit. So in this case, we're in the left-hand seat, so the right eye is more to the middle, so we choose the right eye. And now we can see the whole glass shield and cockpit. Now, if by any chance, because we're now sitting in the right-hand seat, you sit in the left-hand seat, you get this. Now, if you want to record, you'll still see partial of the cockpit. So in this case, and especially for flying helicopters, where you almost every time sit in the right-hand seat, we're not choosing the right eye, but we're choosing the left eye to see the whole cockpit. Does that make sense? All right, so let me bring back the this one back in here. So now you can see we're choosing not the right eye, but the left eye. It's unchecked. If I check the right eye, we're going further to the right. If I uncheck it, we're more to the middle because we're recording from the left eye. If I'm sitting in the left seat, I want to choose the right eye, so I'm sitting more in the middle.
Okay, so all set up for recording in VR. Keep in mind, don't look around too much and too fast like this, because, well, that's what we do when we are in VR. No. Try to keep your head as steady and level as possible. And I know this is very hard. Even I have difficulty with it. And you've seen my videos, so yeah, if you turn your head, try to turn slowly, like this. It's like your eyes are the camera, your head is the camera. If you want to go forward, go slowly, like this, and backwards, slowly, like that. I have a button on my yoke, binded to a hotkey in OBS, to start or stop a recording. So that's easy when you're in VR, you're running OBS in the background. Just hit that button and you can start the recording and stop the recording. Also in OBS, when you right click on your preview window, so where you see what you're going to record, it says enable preview. That one is checked. Uncheck that one and your preview will be disabled, and this gives you about 2, 3 or 4 FPS back when you're recording, and every frame counts when it comes to recording in VR. So guys, that was it. That is how to set up OBS for VR recording. You can do that with any VR game, and especially with Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If you use another method, just let me know. Maybe we can help out each other and make these kind of VR recordings even better. All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go to 5,000 subs. This was Mike. See you in the next video.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.